Fat little band. Now get be Cdog1983. This will be my first video I will be uploading to my channel, my platform, Cdog1983 TV. And my first video will be on Frank Reich because when Frank Reich was hired by the Carolina Panthers, a lot of fans were very excited, saying he's a very very good offensive minded coach. He's a quarterback guru. But I just did a little quick research. I'm just give my little research in my opinion on Frank Wright. Was he the right hire, or is he just another recycled white head coach? Just my personal opinion. But everybody could just leave your thoughts and comments below, below in the video and everything. I appreciate anybody and everybody who come in here. But make sure whenever time you come in here on my platform, make sure you like or subscribe to my channel. I surely appreciate all the likes and subscribe, get my platform out there and everything. But let's go ahead and get started. And real quick on my platform, I will be doing a little mixture of I will be doing mainly Panther football and Hornets during basketball season, some Hornet videos, mainly TV series and movies. Like movies such as Marvel movies and all Marvel TV series, as in Loki, uh, She-Hulk, Falcon Winter Soldier, or the movies as in Black Panther or Wakanda Forever, so on and so on for the Marvel movies. And for the TV series, it won't just be black shows. I would try to do a mixture because I like to watch a lot of different things, such as The Last of Us was a uh, very good, very good TV series, a new series that's out now and everything about the end of the world, zombies and everything, real crazy off the fucking. But or Stranger Things, or but I'll also be doing things such as Power, P Valley, or the Shy when the Shy comes along and everything, just to give you, you know, what I will be reviewing and doing on my channel and on my platform and everything. Let me jump to this content for this particular uh video, which is front right. My notes right here now. Frank Reich started his coaching career with the Colts in 2006, 2007. When he first got hired, he was the coach intern for the Colts when he first got hired. Now, in 2008, he served as the offensive coaching staff. No, no, no. No, 2008, he served as the offensive coaching staff assistant for the Colts. But after 2008, when Tony Dungy retired, and Jim Caldwell, who at the time was the quarterbacks, became the head coach, and Frank Reich was elevated to the quarterback. But he was only there for 2 years because they switched from the quarterbacks coach to the wide receivers coach. But in 2011, he was released when Jim Caldwell got fired. They finished the 2011 season with a 2-14 record at the end of the season. But what is real interesting to me is while he was here, while he was the quarterbacks coach, why did they switch him from the quarterbacks coach to the wide receivers coach and everything? I never knew he was a wide receiver coach. That was real interesting to me, that he went from quarterbacks coach to wide receivers coach. To me, that's like a demotion in my personal opinion. But then the following year, 2012, he was with Ken Wisenhunt with the Arizona Cardinals, and he was the wide receivers coach for 1 year with the Cardinals. But that same year, the coach Wisenhunt got fired, and the Cardinals hired Bruce Arians as the head coach. Now everybody knows when Bruce Arians took over as the head coach for the Arizona Cardinals, they were very successful, for offensive wise, putting up good numbers, especially when he had Carson Palmer and everything. But it was a successful against us the 2015 year when it came to the bank. Cam Newton was dabbing and goddamn jumping all over the motherfuckers like fucking Superman. Anybody who know when Bruce Arians was the head coach of the Cardinals, you could just say his whole tenure they were pretty much successful. But anyways, I say that is because when Bruce Arians got hired, why didn't he retain Frank White? If Frank White was a good coach, he could have retained Frank White as the wide receiver coach, but he didn't. So So the following year, 2013, Ken Wisenhunt was hired as the head coach with the Chargers. He brought in Frank White with him. The only thing interesting is another interesting thing to me is when Ken Wisenhunt brings Frank White with him to the Chargers, they don't even say what his title is. He doesn't have a title until 2016. Wisenhunt leaves and becomes the head coach with the Titans. And that's when he has a title with the team, and his title is the offensive coordinator in 2016. But that same year, when he became the offensive coordinator, he was fired because the offense finished 31st in rushing and struggled in offense. So whenever he did get a title, like I said, he doesn't even have a title for the first other 3 years. They don't even say what he's doing there, whatever. In a sense, whatever. But when he did get the rings, like I said, he was fired after 1 year. They were 31st in offense. Now, 2016. Now let's get to 2016. He was hired to be the offensive coordinator with the Eagles. Everybody know what happened. The Eagles went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Now, they never say anything big about this because everybody knows that Doug Peterson was calling the plays for the Eagles. So all the plays, I can't even think of the play that was famous play they ran in the Super Bowl or whatever on the Patriots and everything. But Doug Peterson, that was all Doug Peterson. Frank Wright was not calling plays for the Eagles. Just how Kyle Shanahan's called the plays for the 49ers, even though a lot of his people, coordinators up under here, get hired, but Kyle Shanahan called all the play for the 49ers. Let's just be honest. Anyways, so don't really see no trend of him really having success or anything. But so after that year, after he won the Super Bowl with the Eagles, that's when he gets hired by the Indianapolis Colts. That's when he goes back to the Colts. I want to say 7, 8 years later from the 2006 2007 season. So now I'm about to pull up these notes right here. I just want to look on my phone right here. Now he became the coach, head coach. On somebody, hold on. Okay. So I made a mistake. When he got hired with the Eagles in 2016, the following year, 2017, they won the Super Bowl. I'm looking at it right now on my phone. I didn't write everything. I just wrote my notes. So in 2016, he was hired with the Eagles. The following year, 2017, they won the Super Bowl. Okay. Now, 2018, this is when he got hired. He was named the head coach of the coach. 7 years after he was fired, 7 years earlier, being the wide receivers coach. Okay. Now, right here, they had one game where Let me just go ahead and go through this whole some of it, man. And he had some questionable coaching decisions. Now in week 3 against the Eagles, the Colts were down 20-16 with seconds left in the game. Frank Reich pulled Andrew Luck and put Jacoby Brissett in the game to attempt the Hail Mary pass. I don't remember this. Anyways, he pulled Andrew Luck, put Jacoby Brissett in to attempt the Hail Mary pass, and he overthrew several players in the back of the end zone, and the Colts lost the game. The move was questioned by some journalists and fans and led to some speculation about the health of Luck's shoulder. Although Wright and Luck both said it was purely because Brissett had a stronger throwing arm. Now, ain't no way in hell Jacoby Brissett ever had a stronger throwing arm than Andrew Luck. So, bullshit. And the following week, the Colts came back from a 28-10 in the third quarter. They were down 28-10 in the third quarter, including a game time 2-point conversion with 51 seconds left. However, the team lost in overtime 37-34. And Frank Reich was the center of controversy again after the Colts failed to convert on a 4th and 4. And the Texans went on to beat them with a 43-yard game-winning field goal. Afterwards, Frank said, "We're not playing the tie. We're going for it 10 out of 10. After a 1-5 start, Frank led the Colts to a 10-6 record, winning 9 of their final 10 games. The Colts became just the third team in NFL history to make the playoffs following a 1-5 start, and also reached their postseason appearance in 2014. In the wild card, they were defeated by the Texans 21-7 before falling. The wild card, yeah, they lost to the Chiefs. They beat the Texans 21-7. Then they lost to the Chiefs the following week, 31-13 in the divisional round. Now, following Luck's unexpected retirement ahead of the 2019 season, Reich's tenure became noted for quarterback instability. I'm gonna try to say it best as I can. I did go to speech class when I was a kid with speech impediment or whatever. But like I said again, following Andrew Luck's unexpected retirement ahead of the 2019 season, Reich's tenure with the coach was noted for quarterback instability, with the team starting Jacoby Brissett in 2019, Philip Rivers in 2020, Carson Wentz in 2021, and Matt Ryan and Sam Ellinger in 2022. Now, I'm not trying to be funny, but for all my Panther fans, does this sound like the coach we just fired, Matt Rule, Matt Fool, who we could call a lot of things? But this sounds just like Matt Rule, what Matt Rule did with his tenure with us. This guy, I mean, oh man, this is. Anyways, after a 3-5-1 start to the 2022 season, Wright was fired on November 7th by the Colts. So now, if we just look at his time with the Colts, there's nothing impressive here with his resume and everything. Like I said again, there's nothing impressive with Frank Reich's resume in my eyes. Just going on everything that I just gave you from my thoughts and my notes, especially this tad bit with the Colts. He's just like Matt Rule. He was just going through quarterbacks ever since Andrew Luck left. So you can't. So what can we? So we can't even say he's a quarterback guru. You know. Then the time that he had Andrew Luck was already good. Andrew Luck was a made man before Frank White was hired to be his head coach. You know, Andrew Luck was already Pro Bowl and everything. Then Frank White got there. Who's to say, man, Andrew Luck said, man, fuck it, this guy can't cut it. I'm just go ahead and retire. I'm tired of getting beat up. This dude's a joke. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. Because Luke Kuechly did the same thing when the Panthers hired Matt Rule, but he didn't even, well, Luke Kuechly didn't even play for him. So I guess Luke Kuechly was smarter than Andrew Luck. I don't know. I guess Andrew Luck tried to give it a shot to this guy 1 year and said, fuck it, I'm done. I don't know. But just going over these notes, man, and everything. I just don't see, I mean, how this guy was a good hire. In my opinion, Evero could have been a better hire, you know, but they wanted to go a quote unquote offensive route, or they wanted an offensive head coach, everything. So I don't know, you know, going back looking at these notes. Like I said again, yeah, I don't see anything impressive on here with his resume, even offensive wise. Like if I go over it again, he was with, man after he was man when he was with the Colts. He was only the quarterback's coach for 2 years. When Tony Dungy retired and Jim Caldwell took over. After 2 years he went from quarterback's coach to receivers coach. Then he was the receivers coach again, like I said. But Ken was with the Cardinals for 1 year. Then got dismissed. Then when Bruce Arians came in, like I said, when Bruce Arians came in, he's a great minded head coach. Had success with the Cardinals while he was there. And he didn't retain him to even be his wide receivers coach. And he went with the Chargers. Like I say, the first couple of years, they don't say what the fuck his job is. So he could be the fucking water boy. I don't know. You know how that shit go. It's all about who the fuck you know. You know, he didn't get the title until Wizard Hunt went to the fucking Titans 3 years later. And they made him the offensive coordinator. Which they was they finished 31st in rushing, like I said. And then their offense struggled that fucking year. So this is my personal opinion on Frank White. Everybody who was just hyping him up and saying, you know, like he's supposed to be so good. I mean, from his resume, I mean, what is he? What is he? Is he known for coaching up quarterbacks or so-called quarterback guru, or is it a fucking receivers coach? You know. And then, like I said, when he was the offensive coordinator. When he was the offensive coordinator, he didn't do shit. Fired. And everybody know, like I said again, when he was with the Eagles, everybody know Doug Peterson was calling the fucking plays. Then, like I said again, when we get to the Colts, Andrew Luck is already a made man. So, like, what the fuck are we really talking about here? When we talking about Frank White and his whole resume and his whole resume and everything, we gonna see. I'm gonna give him a shout out doubt. We gonna see, man. But my personal opinion, going over my numbers, with him taking quarterbacks every year, he did the same thing fucking Matt Rule did when he was here. So until otherwise, he's another recycled white head coach to me. And to proven otherwise, so he come out here and win some fucking games. Especially with this draft. I'm gonna get on with this draft and everything, especially with Bryce Young. That's gonna probably be my next video. Bryce Young and everything with and how many games can we win this season with Bryce Young and everything. And my Bryce Young rant with his size and everything. That will be my next video. I will be uploading on my channel, on my platform, and everything. Everybody knows Cdog1983. I wanted CJ Stroud because CJ Stroud is a pure pocket quarterback. We haven't had in a long time. Even Cam wasn't a pure pocket quarterback. I would love me some fucking Cam Newton. Cam Newton, you know, for throwing the ball, you know, and he really never had a Pro Bowl receiver. Cause even when he was here, they shipped Steve Smith off. We even had Steve Smith in the Super Bowl year, the Super Bowl. I mean, even his MVP season or Super Bowl year. So yeah, it was good, but they really he ain't had no help, and then it was too long. When they did try to help Kevin, it was too late. It was too late in the game. When they tried to change the footwork and all that bullshit. It is what it is. So I bring that Camp Bear by no limits. He's the greatest quarterback in Carolina Panthers history and to prove otherwise. I will get into that content on my next video where I get to breaking down Bryce Young and everything and his pros and cons and everything. Was it a good? Was it good? Was it better to draft him over C.J. Stroud? With his height and size and everything. With that being said, that's how I'm gonna wrap this video up. And I hope everybody like and subscribe to my channel and everything. And I hope everybody like this little quick content I did on Frank White and my opinion on Frank White and what he can be for us. And like I say, into proving otherwise, that he has to prove to me and other Panther fans and everything. That being said, whenever you come in here, make sure you like, subscribe to the content. I hope everybody have a great day. I hope everybody have a great Memorial Day weekend. Everybody eat some good food. Everybody get to chill with their family, eat good food, drink, smoke. You know how we do. We like to drink something, some of that good gas. You know what I'm saying? And get the itis and chill. You know what I'm saying? And just enjoy your people on this Memorial Day weekend. You know what I'm saying? That's it, everybody. Thank you. And see Dog 1983 out.